Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Finally, it's been a very long time since we uploaded some reaction content, and as you can see, the character teaser for Dehya has just released. Well, it released like a few hours ago. I'm a bit late. I just came back from work, but you know how it is. But today we're gonna be reacting to Dehya's character teaser, Dawn Over the Sand. So if you guys are all excited, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like this video for more Dehya content. Without further ado, let's do this.
Can the wall really keep the sandstorms out?
She never meant for it to keep anything out.
Whoa. Whoa, that is sick.
Don't you think Somero City's a bit
Whoa,
far?
oh my,
You'll get
yo.
homesick. Besides,
Hello.
who knows how the people in the rainforest
Wow.
will treat her?
Alright. Already on to a good start. Wow. What a shot, man.
Can't you let us in?
No, entry's prohibited.
Aw.
But the sandstorm is raging.
Oh,
and
no.
We have a child with us.
You hard of hearing, no means no.
Okay.
Come on. This way, quick. Easy now. Watch your step.
Wow. She's carrying you. Ooh.
Don't worry.
Red
if they do
nails.
find you, I'll handle it.
Aw.
Relax. Just trust the Dendro Archon.
Oh my.
Things are different now.
Oh.
Whatever you say.
This reminds me of
What are
Yelan's
you
teaser.
planning with all that Mora? Isn't that like your whole life savings?
You'll see when we get there.
Damn, she's so hot, man.
All right, we'll take good care of the girl. Your generous donation will be used to provide for the desert orphans.
Wow.
I'll need a name for the
What?
fund.
Wow. That's so generous
How
of her.
about the Wall of Hope?
Wow.
That wall was never meant for keeping things out. It was for protection. I hope the kids can forget about all the sandstorms and have a chance at a real life.
Oh, 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 dude, this is actually the most wholesome one. Wow, I did not expect that from Dehya's teaser. Honestly, I was low key expecting a bit more like punk hard, I'm tough kind stuff. You can't mess with me. I'm gonna be running through you and stuff like that. But no, this is more of a different side from Dehya. Yeah, like we actually got to see more of her genuine caring side. So this is something I did definitely not expect at all. I really liked it. Honestly, also like the frames in this was just. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Who knows how the people in it's a bit far?
Oh my. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Let's go and move on to the JP trailer. All right, here we go.
石屋お姉ちゃん、風車って本当に壁で防げるの？
阻止するのが神の本来の意図じゃない。
Oh yeah, I forgot about her Japanese voice. I haven't heard it in a while. Her JP is really good. I love her JP voice too.
やはりシティは遠すぎる。この子も家が恋しくなるだろう。それにウリン側の奴らにのけ者にされないか心
Bro,
配
her
だ。
eyes are beautiful. It contrasts so well with her hair. It's just so nice, man. The black and red color scheme.
中入れてください。
All right, anyways.
ダメだ。今は立ち入り禁止だ。
風車が強すぎる。こっちには子供がいるんです。
This is really interesting,
ダ
though.
メだ。
I definitely not expect this from Dehya, honestly. So actually, when I saw this hand, I was thinking of Sino. I was like, oh.
早く。
But then when I saw her hand, I was like, okay, that's not
ゆっくり。
Sino.
足元に気をつけろ。
Damn, she sounds so cool. The red fiery nail.
慌てるな。見つかったら私が何とかする。
It's like it's you know what's giving me? It's giving me like older sister vibes, you know?
大丈夫さ。送信を信じろ。
Oh my, this
今はもう
frame.
昔とは全く違うんだ。
Wow.
わかったよ。
Stunning,
だ
man.
がこんな大金で何をする気だ。苦労して貯めたものだ。
No, this genuinely surprised me though.
着いたらわかるさ。
Oh, she sounds so good, man.
では先ほどの子供は我々が面倒を見ます。寄付金は
Wow.
砂漠出身の家を持たない子のために使いましょう。どうかこの資金に名前をお付けください。
そうだな。希望の壁にしてくれ。壁の目的は阻止じゃなく守ることなんだ。子供たちの心が風車と分かれ、 成長することを祈ろう。
Aw, Diaz is an absolute sweetheart. She's a gem. She's so precious, man. Well, that was it for the teasers. Honestly, I actually really liked it. For both English and Japanese, it was really great. All right, well, let's move on to the talents overview. All right, so here is the talents overview posted on the Hoyo Labs website. Again, I will post the rest of this link down in the description, you know, to view the other extra bonus content you want to see from this website. All right, sick. So, the title: Stay close. No going off on your own. The desert doesn't take prisoners. That was the worst Dia impression, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. Alright, so here is Dia's full portrait. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. She is actually so cool looking, man. Wow. I'm really excited for her, man. Alright, let's see. A member of the Eremites, a mercenary organization that roams the sands of Sumeru, valiant and powerful. She enjoys great fame amongst her fellow Eremites. Yeah, she looks great, man. Alright, so personal information. Her vision, obviously Pyro. Constellation, Manticora. I think I pronounced that right. The weapon is obviously Claymore. Affiliation is obviously the Eremites. And birthday is April 7! Yo! No way! That's my birthday. Like, actually. Whoa! That's crazy. Wow. What do you know? We're birthday buddies. Okay, anyway. I know nobody cares. But still, that's really cool. Wow, I definitely did not expect that. We got the English voice actress Amber May. Shoutouts. And Japanese voice actress Fukuhara Ayaka. Oh, wow. I feel like this isn't the first time I read this name. Although Ayaka, definitely the first time I read as a voice actress name. Let's see what she does here. The short condensed description here real quick. Dehya is a pyro character who enhances the survival capability of her teammates on the field. Dehya can use their elemental skill to create a Fury Sanctum field, whereby characters within this field would have their resistance to interruption increased. And when such characters take damage, a portion of that damage will be mitigated and borne by Dehya. So this is already a really interesting concept that intrigued me when I was watching this during the live stream. We'll go more into detail in just a second. When an opponent with a Fury Sanctum field takes damage, the field will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing pyro damage. When unleashing her elemental burst, Dehya will automatically and continuously unleash the Flame Main's fist for a period of time, dealing multiple bouts of pyro damage. So here is the overview for the Ascension materials. So we're going to start off with, obviously, she's going to be pyro, so she's going to have the character Ascension materials as pyro. These are the same local specialty as Alhaitham. It's the rocks that you can collect in the new desert zone. So make sure, for those who are planning on getting Dehya, you need to have the new desert zone unlocked to get access of these materials. Or you can just always teleport to someone else's world if you're within the same world level. And then she uses the Eremites bandana. That's not surprising, to be honest. It makes sense. And the futuristic Dorito. I'm sorry I forgot what the name was called because it was ridiculously long. So I'm just going to call it futuristic Dorito. Alright, and then now for the talent level ups materials. So she's Praxis. Okay, fair. And she uses the Wander's horn. Cool. Alright, those are the materials. Alright, let's jump straight into her talents. We got the normal attacks, Sandstorm Assault. So, okay, there you go. That's the standard charge attack Claymore, the generic one. But let's see the normal attacks real quick. Oh, she blocked the attack. Like, oh, kind of reminds me of Candace a little. Interesting. Alright, well anyway, nobody cares about that. No one's gonna use their normal attacks. Alright, up next we got the Molten Inferno. So when I saw this for the first time, my first impression on this was it reminded me of Albedo, because how it works is she plays her field, and then once you do damage on field, you deal AoE power damage. But there's actually more to this elemental skill than you think there is, which is going to be kind of the most interesting part of her kit in my opinion, because apparently, if you guys remember when we read the short description earlier, it said that their skill will gain resistance to interruption, and the damage that will be taken will actually be going on to Dehya. So that's really interesting. So she's like almost like a defensive tank unit, like off field. That's really interesting. So we'll see how good it is. I'm just really hoping that the actual interruption resistance is good, because if that's the case, then look, you may not need a shielder. She potentially could work with, like, actually she could be a good tanking option. So we'll see how it goes though. So another thing is, if you notice with the animation too, sorry, I'm gonna go with the skill, but she can move it around. So she summons it once, right? And then when she goes to another place, she summons it again. So it's basically very similar to Albedo, for those who wants to have a visual representation. So this art of Dehya's own invention changes its methods of use depending on the combat situation. So Indomitable Flame. This skill will be unleashed should there be no Fury Sanctum field created by Dehya herself present at the time. Deals AoE power damage and creates a field known as Fury Sanctum. Alright. This skill will unleash should a Fury Sanctum field created by Dehya herself already exist. Dehya will perform a leaping attack dealing AoE power damage before recreating a Fury Sanctum field at her new position. A Fury Sanctum field created this way will inherit the remaining duration of the previous field. Ranging Flame can be used only once through a single Fury Sanctum field's duration. Oh, so the relocation part, which is this, right? It can only be used once. So it's not like Albedo where, oh, he has an unlimited short cooldown, like keeps, you know, spamming, right? So actually you can only relocate once. So do keep in mind. I don't know why they made it like that. That is kind of weird. That's kind of like a little bit restricting. But let's hope that her elemental skill off-field, like, duration is pretty long, so we don't have to really necessarily worry about that. So, okay. Now on to the Molten Inferno. So this is the passive. As you can see, they demonstrate she summons her elemental skill, swaps to the Traveler, then deals AoE power damage. And here we go. When an opponent within the Fury Sanctum field takes damage, the field will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE power damage, simple, to them based on Dehya's attack and max HP. Ah, max attack and HP. Ah. This effect can be triggered once every 2.5 seconds. Yeah, very similar to Albedo. Active characters within this field have their resistance to interruption increased, and when such characters take a damage, a portion of that damage will be mitigated and fall into the red main's blood. Dehya will then take this damage over 10 seconds. When the mitigated damage stored by the red main's blood reaches or goes over a certain percentage of Dehya's max HP, she will stop mitigating damage in the way. Oh. Okay. So it doesn't say how long the mitigating the damage like last. I'm assuming. Oh, I guess this. Oh wait, sorry. Dehya will then take damage over 10 seconds. Okay, never mind. It says right here. So within this, you take pretty much like no damage for whoever is your active character on field. Instead, it will go to Dehya for 10 seconds. And you know, once it reaches to that stopping point, then it's just gonna, you know, stop mitigating damage. So instead, you basically have a shield for like 10 seconds. And then right after that, you go back to, you know, taking damage normally. Interesting. Only one Fury By the way, does she have like, you know, it's a cool idea and all, but like, I hope she has some self-healing or something, you know? Because if she's gonna keep taking damage, then what the heck's the point? You're just gonna end up killing her, you know? She's gotta have like some self-healing thing, hopefully. Only one Fury Sanctum created by Dehya herself can exist at the same time. Okay. So you can only have one. So here is, ooh, the attack animation looks sick. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that actually looks cool. Damn. Alright, so this is the Leonin Bite. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Unleashing her burning anger and casting her inconvenient blade aside, Dehya enters the blazing Leonis state and increases her resistance to interruption. Okay, please don't make this like Sino where she gets easily interrupted and it's going to be really hard to use this ability. If it's like at least like Ito or Ayato, then I'll be happy with it. In this state, Dehya will automatically and continuously unleash the Flame Main's Fist, dealing pyro damage based on her attack and max HP. So she's a subscaler. That's really interesting. I just hope that her scalings are actually, you know, worth using this ability. Then otherwise, I guess this is more of like a quick. At least it's just based on like the animation uptime. It looks pretty short. So I guess it looks more of like a quick swapping ability. So it's kind of like same idea as Tainari, where you use his elemental skills, spam your charge attacks, and swap out. So we'll see how much this does though. When its duration ends, she would unleash an incineration drive, dealing AoE power damage based on it. Same thing. So yeah, basically once you finish your combo until the end of her burst duration, she'll release a giant AoE power damage kick at the end. You'll see it in just a moment. Boom, just like that. Almost looks like a plunge attack. But I'm assuming the scaling is just based on elemental burst damage, I guess. If a Fury Sanctum field created by Dehya's own elemental skill, Molten Inferno, exists with this ability is unleashed, Dehya will retrieve it and then create another field. Once the Blazing Lioness duration expires. Interesting. So basically what they're saying is after you use your skill, use your burst right after, and then once you finish your burst, you will retain your skill back, and then you'll be able to place it again. And basically kind of like resetting the skill duration. So it's almost like Kokomi. Once she uses her skill, use her burst, and then she kind of basically have her skill back. So it's kind of interesting. Basically more uptime with Pyro. So keep that in mind for my thoughts on D after. This field will take on the retrieve field's duration at the moment of its retrieval. Okay, in this state, Dehya will be unable to cast her elemental skill or perform normal, charge, and plunging attacks. Normal attack. Okay, so... Wait. Normal attack, Sandstorm, Assault, and elemental skill, Molten Inferno will be replaced by a Roaring Barrage? Wait, so... How does it work? You can't even do normal, charge, or plunging attack. Wow. So... what? Oh, okay, I guess it says, like, the normal attack will be replaced with this. So I guess you're just spamming the normal attacks? I have no idea. That wording's a little confusing to me. Is this automatic? Oh, that's actually interesting. That kind of changes it. If it's automatic, then that's kind of not good, because that means you don't have full control over using her attacks, which would be kind of weird if they did that. But if you can just spam regular normal attacks, which I don't know based on this wording, but then it's kind of like similar to Ayato, Yoimiya, etc. Roaring Barrage. Unleashes Roaring Barrage within 0.4 seconds after each Flame Main's Fist strike will increase the speed at which the next Flame Main's Fist strike will be triggered. Huh? Okie dokie. So basically this is just showing like how frequent the next pyro attack from her burst will trigger. So it's every within after 0.4 seconds. So, and it also increases speed too, so that's pretty cool. I mean, you kind of just saw it from the animation. So everything here story wise. Oh, that emote looks sick. What else? Look at that. I just love her eyes, man. It's so good. But anyways, if you guys want to read all of her story info, I will leave it on a link in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is everything from Dehya's talents. So my take on Dehya overall. Actually, it's a little too early to say because she's a very unique character from what I'm reading. So basically, her elemental skill takes no damage. My only concern as of right now is if she's the one taking damage while using the skill for 10 seconds, how is she gonna recover, right? I'm assuming that, you know, since you use this and swap off field, you have no choice but Dehya's going to be tanking all the damage, which, you know, again, she needs some self-healing recovery. If she does not have that, then Dehya's probably going to be ass, but at least she has self-healing, then I think she'll be a decent tank to use, since she also does have HP scaling as well. Another thing is it depends on like how much her burst can do, if this is even like, you know, worth using. But if it's just mainly for more power up time, then I guess that's that. But I don't know, we'll see about this one too. Her skill, at least though, if she does kind of like lack a bit damage, I think she can be a decent pyro off-field reactor, which we don't really have, to be honest. Sure, you can say Xiangling, but Xiangling is more of, to me, a sub DPS. You don't really hear Fischl being like, well, actually sometimes you do. She is a sub DPS, but people kind of do sometimes react with Fischl. But she's more of like, at least the appeal to me looks more like she can do off-field application, which, you know, already like rings a bell for me. That I've kind of said this from the very beginning when she was drip marketed, that Dehya could be a Burgeon specialist. Well, unfortunately it doesn't seem to be the case, but it looks like she could be a viable character for doing Burgeon damage. Depends on like her scaling as well. But it unfortunately doesn't say that she has EM scaling, so I think just regular, like just if you build full EM, I think that's like good enough, and I think she'll be a solid Burgeon damage dealer. But yeah, I guess that's my take. So she's kind of interesting. Dehya overall, very unique character. I haven't really seen as much. She does have a damage dealing burst ability, and her skill is more of like a sub DPS ability. So I guess we'll see what it's like in game. Again, it's all gonna depend on the passive. My main concern is if she does not have self healing, then what the heck's gonna be the point of using her shielding mechanic, right? So she has to have self healing recovery. Otherwise, what's the point? She's just gonna die, and then there goes your shield, right? So that's that. But I think it's a really interesting idea. Like, you know, she gets to use her skill, you swap off, you take no damage, and you increase interruption too. So, well, it's not necessarily a shield because it only says increased interruption, but if it was, you know, permanently immunity to interruption, then Dehya will be pretty broken. But you know, well, I mean, well, not broken, but like as a shielder, we haven't really seen much of that. So I think that's pretty cool overall. So yeah, I guess that's my take on the talents overview. Dehya looks very interesting. My main concerns are more like, you know, a bit of minor stuff. but we'll see, like, you know, what kind of damage she's capable of, or how she will fit in the game. Of course, you know, if you guys are planning on summoning for her, I would suggest to wait until other content creators release like videos and deep dive testing out on her, because, you know, they always have earlier access to, you know, the characters that's not released in the game, so, you know, they get to release the guides out for you, even including myself. I you know, I watch those videos. So yeah, I guess that's my take on Dehya. If you guys all enjoy this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel for more Genji content. Probably upcoming next will be Mika's talents as well, and we're gonna of course break that down. And yeah, I guess that's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, stay epic and peace out.